Well, hello there. Welcome in, everyone. My best suggestion, if you're going to try to go out with your sweetie pie, I would go out tonight because it's going to be much more pleasant weather. It'll be kind of cool. You'll want a jacket, but won't have to contend with any rain. You're going to see lots of scenes like this heading into the evening and the overnight hours. One reason I say that is because we got some heavy, blustery conditions, rainy conditions coming in for tomorrow night, tomorrow evening. Let's go ahead and take a look at our current situation, though. We're at 64 degrees in Savannah. We got a pretty much a blue sky there, but we do have a few cirrus clouds overhead. Memphis, traffic's moving along a lot better than it was yesterday. We had a near stalled out traffic in this view at 93 east off I-40, but since then, things seem to be moving along just fine. 66 degrees, calm winds. And here in Kenton, the beautiful sunset getting ready to get underway here, 61 degrees, and winds are calm right now. And as we take a live little tour run over to Paris, looking very nice here with blue skies and calm winds. Yeah, definitely a good reason. It's going to be calmer winds tonight, going to be just very pleasant and just kind of a little bit of a chill towards the late night hours compared to the rain tomorrow. 61 right now in Union City. We've got 61 in Paris and Camden, 64 in Alamo and Lexington, 64 in Savannah, Somerville, and then Memphis coming in at 66. Winds are pretty calm, but every now and then they get up to about 7 miles per hour out of the south and east. Otherwise, it is a very calm day out there. I've been out a couple of times today. It's been really nice, and I just had the short sleeves on when I was out, but it was a little bit on the cool side there. But look at the lower 48. It looks more like a spring-like map all throughout the lower 48, where you've got almost 80 degrees right now in Dallas, and we're in the low 60s throughout parts of the Mid-South here. Radar is showing a little bit of precipitation starting to take form with our next developing system, and you'll see that better in our in-house radar, which has been indicating a lot more rain out there just to the west. We're starting to see that come together. I'll kind of pan that back a little more. And there you can see that rain coming out of Texas. It's also now in parts of Kansas and Oklahoma. You can start to see the very beginnings of the clouds and the development of that system as it's heading our way. It's a disturbance out to the west, low pressure, warm front kind of lifting slowly in our direction. We're really going to start to see that filling in as we head into tonight, and watch how that rain kind of deepens there over the plains and starts to head our way for Saturday. Let's go ahead and take a look at our severe weather outlook. The good news, the severe weather outlook for Saturday's keeping most of this off to the south, like in Louisiana, and that'll be sliding through late overnight into Sunday. But even then, it looks to be staying south of the Tennessee-Mississippi state line. Looking at the future cast, you'll see this materializing here. This is looking at about 6 a.m. on Saturday. Now, most of this is just going to be cloudiness. We'll see a slight chance of an isolated shower in there, but here comes the big rain as we get more into the evening. Here's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And you can see those heavy parts of rain coming into West Tennessee, Jackson, New Bern, Troy, Dyersburg, over to Camden. This carries us on into noon on Sunday. So this is going to be a long set of precipitation, long hours here, about 12 hours of some heavy rain from Saturday night into the early afternoon hours of Sunday. That's why we're thinking rainfall rates could be climbing here, and it's going to be some pretty impressive rainfall totals. That'll really help out with the drought. We're about 2 to 3 inches below normal for this year so far. So we really need the rain to get in here and help us out. I don't think it'll quite get us out of the drought, but it will certainly make a dent as it looks now. Let's take a look at those rainfall totals that are expected. So you can see that narrow kind of band that goes through the I-40 area. We could easily see between about 2 and 3 inches. You can see from Munford, Memphis, over to Brownsville, Jackson, Lexington, right through the Parsons, and even just south of Camden. Now, you go a little further north, it's going to be more like around 1 inch to 1.25 inches. This would include like Dyersburg, over to Union City, Paris. And then as we go south of that area, Bolivar, Winston, over to Savannah, back into Selmer, and south parts of Decatur County, looks like Henderson County. They're all mainly in the 1 inch to 1.25 inch general totals there. But yes, be some impressive amounts in some of the rain gauges. Hourly forecast for the rest of this evening will be around 49 by 8 o'clock. A lot of you'll probably be making your way out maybe to go eat or to go to the movies around that time with your Valentine. So it should be pretty pleasant, but you'll want a jacket as it'll be the upper 40s. And we'll be dropping off into the low 40s. Look at that 7-day forecast. We're looking at 62 for the high today, 40 for the night's low. So not as bad for the overnight low. 61, those clouds will come in on Saturday and kind of dampen our high temperature. A 90% chance of rain by 6 p.m. And I think a lot of the rain will be in here by then. Overnight into Sunday morning, a lot of people will be dealing with the rain heading off to church there on Sunday morning. It's going to be heavy at times. And then the rain finally moves out in the late afternoon and evening of Sunday. We get into Monday, President's Day, looking nice and dry, high of 66. Beautiful day on Tuesday, high of 70, 72 on Wednesday. I'm telling you, next week is not even going to, you'd never know it was winter time. We're going to be in the low 70s, could even hit close to the mid 70s at times, but definitely going to feel far from winter time as we're going to be well above normal. Have a great rest of your Valentine's weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you back at 10. Take care, everyone.